Oh my goodness. We were gone overnight and just got back not long before dark. And this is what my chicken hoop coop looked like. Something tried to get my chickens. In here, I'm thinking a raccoon.
Yep, that's what it was.
And a coyote says. See, but look at, they're banged in there. See where it's dented in?
Then ain't gonna hurt it.
No, look on the other side. They tried tearing in. So there was that tarp, and then there was this one on top of it. I thought we had a heck of a storm, but you can see here where the stuff's tore out. Here's a hole in this one to do, because it's almost dark. I'm afraid they're going to come back tonight. So we had a horrible scare when we got home last night, shortly before dark. We were gone overnight on Saturday. Today's Monday morning. So the gate was open here. Hopefully you can see it. I can't tell. And something tore up the chicken pen. So I'll take the camera around and show you all the damage. This was a tarp that was partly rotten, which I knew, and I had it left it on underneath for added protection against the wire. And there was a brand new tarp, a 16 by 20 that went all the way to the bottom, and animals got in and chewed up the straps, got them every single one of both layers loose, tore up the other tarp, which I'll show you where it is in a minute, and tore the heck out of this one. Because they're not on the top, my husband believes it really was probably coyotes that got in, because with the frost, the deep frost we had, the gate was not closing correctly. It is now, and he added a little lock on it here to hopefully keep it from happening anymore. But I had to go to town today and get supplies to redo the top of the poor coop. I got 3 eggs yesterday for the 2 days, which wasn't much for these hens. I usually would have 6 or 8. I have 4 hens for the 2 days. So my guess is this happened Saturday night while we were gone, because that's the night we were gone. And had them so freaked out and stressed that they didn't lay yesterday. So I need to clean this mess up and redo it, but I want to walk around with you and show you. So let me get the fence open, get the wagon with supplies through. Okay. Tippy, go lay down. Yeah, our big dog was freaking out and smelling everything too all the way around the coop. So definitely was something after him. At first maybe I thought it was a storm, and I got to looking at it and it's no way. We had a lot of rain this weekend, but not a lot of wind. So I am glad I have the fence around the hoop coop for added safety, but I need to make sure that if we can't close the gate and lock it, that we can either put a wire through it or something to fasten it and make sure it's closed and secure. So, yeah, quite the mess. There is a couple holes over here. Oh, Tippy, get back. So right here, they have a hole in it. Right here. So they were trying to get in. But luckily I have hardware cloth 2 feet high. Oh, don't peck me, silly. I wasn't feeding you. I guess it looked like it could have been food. 2 feet high on the inside. So they would have had to go through that too to get them. But I don't have it higher than the 2 feet. It's just chicken wire above that. So raccoons, if they get in there and get through the tarp, they can get through chicken wire. Usually they can't get through the hardware cloth. That's a lot closer. Not going through it, they chew through it. It's a lot thinner. Over here, there's another hole where they were trying to get in, pull it off. They were definitely trying to pull the fencing off to get in. Yeah, see, all this is as it was. All these straps out here. See, they tore them through. This is still fastened here, but they tore the tarp through, the lines through. The screws are still in the wood. Tried to chew through here, pull it out. You could see they didn't get a hole in here, but they were pulling it out. The ends, I do have full hardware cloth on it, so I'm thankful for that. They weren't able to get through the door or anything. Oops, I'm dragging a strap with me. This side, I've seen a big hole here. Where was it? Here. So they were pulling it out. They didn't actually get a hole in it, but they were pulling it out. Oh, here's the hole. They actually got a hole through here, but see, I have hardware cloth through there. Okay, so this is another project I wanted to get done, and I decided I might as well do it at the same time while I'm fixing their tarps over the top. So this is just a clear tarp that I wanted to get over the door to give them some light in there. In the wintertime especially, it is so dark in there because I have these wood panels on that I don't normally have the upper ones in the summertime. So I took the wood panels off the door. It does have hardware cloth. Okay, for extra security, I'm going to drill some holes on the bottom one here and zip tie it to pull it tighter in to the frame of the chicken coop. I'm not sure if you can see that a okay, see if that's big enough. I don't want to put it on the top one because it comes off in the summer. This one stays on. Okay. Put another one down here to suck it in. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, much better. Could even put one here, but let's see. Let's see if we'll put one more. There. That should help secure it quite a bit. That way if the coyotes do get back in, they can't get this out. I mean, I still have hardware cloth and chicken wire in there, but again, you've seen what a mess they made. So I just want to try and keep it as secure as possible. Plus my husband and I talked about it after we get all done with this. I think tomorrow we have to go to town, so I think we're going to get some 1/2-inch plywood and put along the bottom just to make it a little extra more secure. And we might do that after we get all the straps on so that it would be over a lot of the strapping. Yeah, that'd be good. We'll have to see how that works. So I'm going to do the same thing I did here on the other end. And then we'll get started on putting the top tarp on. Okay, this is a 16 by 20 tarp, the new one I bought, as was this one. I flipped it around the other way though because of so much damage from the coyotes. So I will pull this over, and the reason I need 16 foot wide is because the cattle panels we used to build the chicken coop are 16 feet. So 16 feet goes perfectly over the coop and on the sides, and I don't have to cut it off or bend it under or anything. Now, since I already have this one out here bent over a little bit, I'm probably going to just go right to the edge with the edge of the new tarp, just to kind of hold it in place. And at that end, I'll probably bend it under a foot or so. I like it to come out over the coop part into the run to keep all the rain out of the coop. Because the first one I did exactly 12 by 16, and I got rain in that end of both ends actually of the coop. So that's why I like to buy a bigger tarp than I need longer for the coop so it can go into the run a little bit. Plus, when the weather's really nasty and they don't like to go out in the snow, they have some outside area that's covered, and that's where I throw their treats. But of course, in the summer, they love to be out. So this is going to be the fun part, trying to get this over and not blow off and unfold it by myself because my husband is under the weather today. So I will be doing this all by myself, which makes it more difficult. It's much easier with two people. Okay. And I'm going to put the silver side out on this one because I have the silver side in on this one. And when it gets summertime, the dark side out would hold too much heat. It kind of absorbs it and makes it way too hot. So I'm going to do the silver side out to reflect the sun. Try this end. If I can get one end over, maybe it'll be easier to get the rest. That end's always harder because I can't get in from the end. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, at least it's up there. I can just slide it around. But as you can see, I have all this extra, so this is obviously the 20-foot way when I do this the other way. So, let's see, I'll go from the other side. Since the wind is blowing from that direction, and try and turn it on around over that way. A little cumbersome, but we're getting there. Okay, go back on the other side. Back. Okay. All right. Okay, pretty close. So, let me get this corner here lined up. And then I'll do the other same thing on the other side over there. So we can keep it straight as we're pulling it on down the tunnel. I think I'll go ahead and put a few down this way just to keep it straight on this side, and then we can pull it taut on the other side. Oh, I don't want to put too many because I have to put straps over. I don't have very much new strapping, so I'm going to have to use some of the old stuff that they tore up and tie it. So I'll have less straps than I had before. I had 6 straps before, like every couple feet. I had it everywhere there was a rip. Okay, and I'll try and pull it tight on the other side, and then we can go back and start putting the straps on, because we'll have it all straightened out. Okay, I guess I put it down too low on this side, because I don't have enough on that side. So bummer, I gotta come back and take these out and raise it up a little. Not a lot, just a couple inches. Enough to get it good and snug on the other side. Okay, I think that's going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and work this both sides, and then I'll come back and show you how I put the straps on. Okay, so I take the ribbing and I fold it over a few times to make it thicker and stronger, and then I poke the screw through it with the washer, and then I'm going to screw it down in the spot, which in this case is the front. And then this one's going to go right along the edge right now. So then I do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I got 3 straps on, so that was enough to secure it. One of them I had to tie 2 of the old ones together, but I had enough of the new strapping to do each of the ends. So I'm going to call it for now. Got them all secured across the bottom on both sides. And I'll get some new strapping and then add a couple more just for added security. But so got the tarp replaced. Put the newest of the old ones underneath. Got some plastic on here for the chickens. It's just a clear plastic tarp on the door to give them a little bit of light in the coop. So we'll lock up the gate when I go, and hopefully that'll keep stuff out. It won't keep out raccoons if they decide to get in. So I'm probably going to have to invest in some more hardware wire and take the tarps off and put the hardware wire on. But for now, this gets them all in out of the weather and secure again. So lots of trash to pick up. And we'll go over here. I didn't get the tarp quite as tight as I'd like. But if I add a couple more straps, it will really help. So let's go inside and see what that looks like for the clear plastic I put on. Oh, I know, it's time for your treat. I'll get it when I'm done here. Oh, yeah. I can see from the other end. Get in there, ladies. Get in there, ladies. Let mommy in. Oops. Oh, I know. They want petted, huh? All right. Yes, that does brighten it up some. At least it gives it a little light in here instead of being quite so dark. Let's see if they got me. There was one on the nest earlier. Let's see if she laid me anything. Oh, I did have one more. Hey, quit biting me. So I got 4 today. This is the 4th one. I already got 3. So every one of them laid today. So that was good. They were real happy in here scratching around when I had the top off completely. So I'm happy that that gives them more light. Because it was so dark in here with that plywood on that door. Okay, hopefully we got the predators out and them buttoned up for... See, the silver makes it lighter than what the black or the dark would be, so... reflect a little bit on the sunlight. But from now on, until I get a little chicken door in there, they are going to get locked up at night. I've been leaving this door open because, you know, the sides and the outer is secure. And thank goodness it was secure as it was, where I would have been missing all my babies.